After the welcoming speech and presentation of the study visit, we went to the multicultural kindergarten Romano in the Roma settlement of Pušća that marked its 50th anniversary in 2012. At first, kindergarten was intended for Romani children only, but over the years it has become multicultural since more and more non-Romani children attended, which is a result of coexistence between Roma and the majority municipality population, as well as an active participation of Roma in the local community. After the visit to the kindergarten, Roma councillor and representatives of Roma community and the project group Romano Care showed us around the settlement.
Leta 2002, ko so nam zaupali, da smo postali samostojna krajevna skupnost, pa se je zvišala kvaliteta življenja in kakovost bivanja v romskem naselju. Danes pa smo v fazi, ko na nek način želimo dvigniti socialni, kulturni kapital v romskem naselju, torej moramo dvigniti tako izobraževalno strukturo in seveda zaposlenost znotraj romskega naselja. Če ne bi tudi pri meni bila prisotna ta zgodnja socializacija, ta zgodnja vključenost v predšolsko vzgojo, verjetno ne bi uspel niti sestaviti družine.
In the afternoon, there were presentations about implementing high-quality teaching practices in early childhood education and care services at the Roma community in Slovenia, with special focus on documents on policy level. Participants from Albania and Kosovo presented their work. On the second day, we traveled to the Jožica Flander kindergarten in Maribor, where the children presented us a cultural program and sang us a song about building a friendship. The participants also had a chance to talk with preschool teachers, preschool principal and Roma parents. Back in Murska Sobota, presentations, contribution of quality preschool programs for the increase in social and cultural capital of Roma population, and importance of multilingual education for quality of education took place. We met with members of Roma Academic Club and discussed on importance of education and their role in working with Romani children and families. Participants from Turkey and Latvia presented their work. A representative of National Education Institute of Republic of Slovenia presented the Slovenian educational system focusing on inclusion of Romani children into preschool education. We visited primary school France Prešeren and kindergarten unit in Čerenšovci, where we attended a discussion on collaboration between preschool and school in order to provide smooth transitions for children. we continued our study visit to the Roma settlement of Kamenci and its Roma Museum, Roma Cultural and Informational Center Drom and Equestrian Center. Participants from Hungary, Serbia and Croatia presented their work. During the reflection and evaluation at the end of each day, the participants shared their opinions and experiences.
I am a preschool teacher. I'm 27 years old and I work in elementary school in Serbia, in North Serbia, in one village named Mokrin. And I work there as a pedagogical assistant, mostly with children who are inclusive, and most of those children are Roma. And this seminar, Reyn, is very important to me so that I can improve my knowledge about early age at the children. And what I learned here is what I didn't heard before is that you have to have that relation. Actually, I didn't learn it, I kind of remembered, because during my working in school, I kind of forget it, you know, and now I feel this seminar like refreshment, and I believe that I will be much more productive in my work now.
This study was very interesting for me, but because it was my first time in Roma settlement. I have never seen the Roma children included in the ordinary kindergartens, if I can say so.
Now, I'm really glad that I had a chance to come to this Reyn study visit in Slovenia, because although we're all from different places here attending the study visit and we have different contexts, we realize it's actually very similar stuff that we're dealing with, and at the end of the day the solutions are also quite similar. So it makes us, I think, realize that we can learn from each other instead of reinventing the wheel each time, and we can learn from each other's mistakes, we can learn from each other's successes, and take whatever we can take to our own context. It was really impressive to see how here first of all in Slovenia, how there are schools where children from different socioeconomic statuses can all attend, which is to an extent a way of breaking social inequalities. And on top of that, I realized how here in those 3 kindergartens that we saw, they're trying to fight against a couple of issues at once. Bilingualism, so it was extremely impressive to be able to see how they've published books that go in 2 languages, in fact also in 3 languages. And then socioeconomic statuses where they're children from different backgrounds and then with different ethnic backgrounds. And on top of that, the prejudices that are there against the prejudices for Roma communities. So they're actually constantly trying to break that and fight against that, and they've accomplished quite a lot. I really dreamt how the Roma communities in Turkey would have an opportunity to see this and maybe feel inspired and feel hopeful.
Well, Reyn has become very important to me during these 3 days, because now I see it as a platform to connect with people, to benefit from their experience, and to really exchange practical knowledge, not only theoretical, but very practical and useful information and good practices.
Education is certainly the most important thing for quality of every people's life, and including Roma people too.
I have really enjoyed these 3 days in Slovenia in this study tour, and I have learned a lot from observing good practices here. What was really interesting to me was the first day we saw the importance of the relationship between people in the village called coexistent village. And the second day, what impressed me was to see the importance of the relationship between the kindergarten teachers and staff and the parents. And on the third day, we saw the importance of relationship of older children with smaller children, the students from the primary school who were helping and mentoring the kindergarten children. So all in all, it has really affirmed my strong belief that we are about relationship, and if we want to get anywhere, we need to strengthen our relationships. And I'm very grateful for Reyn to have organized a trip and a study like this, where we could come from different countries and observe and discuss. It was good to be able to discuss with other colleagues from other countries and exchange experiences and insights. And I'm going home much enriched.